Today we're going to be talking about the operation, safety, and maintenance of the Doyle 8-ton fertilizer only spreader. It is equipped with an adjustable hitch and safety chains. We want to make sure that the spreader is level when fully loaded to ensure a proper spread pattern. This spreader here is equipped with the plug-to tractor style hydraulic valve. You plug the hydraulics into the tractor. You select the valve to open or close hydraulic center section depending on your tractor. There's a built-in pressure relief and a flow control, and there's also a check valve to prevent the spinners from going backwards. This valve is preset at the factory, so your spinners will run 700 RPM to ensure a proper spread pattern. The Doyle 8-ton fertilizer spreaders are equipped with a hydraulic press wheel engagement. After you have hooked your hydraulic lines up to the tractor, you'll need to remove the yellow safety cap. Once you pin the safety collar up out of place, then engage your hydraulic press wheel. Make sure there's 3 metal fins touching the tire when engaged to ensure proper contact. Always reinstall the safety collar before transportation. This 8-ton spreader has a 50-foot spread pattern, as you can see here in the rate chart. To set this, you would need to know the density and the pounds per acre that you want to achieve. Say we were wanting to spread 400 pounds of urea, which is about a 50-pound product. We would find 50-pound density, follow that box down till we found 400, and then back over to get our gate height. And according to this, our gate height would be 2.5 inch on the high rate sprockets. So we would set our gate at 2.5. Once we have our gate height set, we need to check to make sure our sprockets are set correctly for the high range. As you can see, the high rate is the smaller sprocket and we are already set. Then we'll need to come over to the rear chemical bridge and set it accordingly. As you can see, urea would be set between 4.5 on 5. So we would come down to the chemical bridge, remove the hairpin, lift the diverter up and slide it back to just past the 4 number, and then repin it. On a plug-to tractor fertilizer unit, we have 4 grease points on the front, 2 on the jack, and 2 on the pillar block bearings. This particular 8-ton fertilizer spreader has 10 grease points on the power frame assembly. This includes the swing arm. We recommend you grease these every use. On the back of this spreader, there are 7 grease points. We recommend you pay special attention to the 2 below the spinner dishes and grease them before every use. To adjust the apron chain tension, you'll need to loosen the jam nut on both sides of the apron and then tighten your take-up bolt. And make sure you adjust them equally on both sides and then retighten the jam nut. And this here is Doyle's 8-ton PTO fertilizer only spreader. This spreader is a 60-foot spread pattern spreader with a 540,000 pump option. On the 540,000 pump, this gives you the option to either hook to the 1,000 spline side of the tractor, or you can reverse the shaft. And now you can equip it to 1,000 spline on the tractor. Always make sure the PTO shaft locks in place. When setting up your spreader, you'll need to know the density of your product and the pounds per acre that you want to apply. So I know I want to do a 60-pound density product, and I want to do 525 pounds per acre. So I'll find it on the rate chart here, 65, and I'll follow it straight down till I find the achieved rate that I want to apply, and it's 525. I'll follow the chart back to the left, and it'll tell me to set the gate height at 3 inches. Doyle recommends you never run anything less than 1.5 inch gate height on the high side of your sprockets. Once we have the gate set, we need to verify that our sprockets are set correctly. As you can see here on the chart, we are set on the high side. So we are ready to adjust the chemical bridge now. So this is a blended fertilizer that we're running. So the chemical bridge would set between 2 and 3.5. So we would remove the hairpin, slide the chemical bridge out to a little bit past 2, maybe even 3, and then reinstall the pin. Now we are ready to spread. Doyle PTO spreaders are a self-contained hydraulic driven unit. They use AW32 type hydraulic oil. The hydraulic tanks are equipped with a sight gauge, and also there is a hydraulic filter back here. We recommend you change that filter every year. On Doyle spreaders with the SRT style roll tarp, we recommend you run with the tarp open to prevent damaging tarp boats.